Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelorette proof, it's true love for Joan and Chock. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos gave her final rose to Chock Chapel on Wednesday night. He got down on one knee and proposed with a gorgeous Neil Lane ring. She accepted. During after the final rose, some fans thought the couple looked a little distant with one another. Others thought they were adorable and very happy. Now, there is more proof for all the haters that it's true love for Joan and Chock. Keep reading to find out more. Proof the Golden Bachelorette Joan is madly in love with Chock. Following the big finale on Wednesday night, Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos and her new fiancé Chock Chapel set out on their media tour. One of their first stops was Good Morning America. Before going on camera, the couple was asked a series of questions about one another. They both agreed that they are early risers. Chock is the messier one, and Chock also complains more when they are sick. As for who is the better driver, they have no idea. Joan and Chock shared that they have not been in a car together yet. They were kept separate while the show was airing. That was all adorable. But it was at the end of their question and answer session that showed some proof of how in love these two really are. At the end of the clip, Joan and Chock were going back and forth with one another about who loved the other more. He said he loved her more, and she said that he didn't, and she loves him a lot. Their banter was adorable, and it's apparent to all these two are in it for the long haul. What are their future plans? Once Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos and Chock Chapel live in the real world for a little bit together, they will start planning their wedding. Chock said she is going to marry, it's just a matter of time. In the meantime, the couple plans to go on a lot of dinner dates and look for an apartment in New York City. They will live there part-time while going back between Maryland and Kansas. Joan even said she never thought she'd say it, but she's excited to spend some time in Kansas with Chock. The happy couple said that their children are also all getting along and hit it off when they all met. Soon it will be off to Disney World for all of them to get to know each other better. Joan's dreams are all really coming true. Congrats to Chock and Joan. In the glimmering twilight of the Golden Bachelorette, a love story unfolded that would make even the most skeptical viewer believe in the enduring magic of romance. Joan Vassos, a widow who entered the show with trepidation and hope, seemed destined to prove that love was still possible, even after heartbreak. Her journey was nothing short of a fairy tale. But it wasn't until Chock Chapel stepped into the spotlight that the sparks truly flew. The moment of revelation. From the moment Chock arrived on the scene, his magnetic presence caught Joan's attention. He didn't come with grand gestures or a rehearsed charm, but brought a quiet confidence that set him apart. During their first one-on-one date, a sunset horseback ride along the California coast, Chock revealed his heart in a way that resonated deeply with Joan. "I'm not here to chase a dream," he told her, his voice steady and warm. "I'm here because I've lived long enough to know that what's real is worth chasing." For Joan, who had been navigating a sea of sometimes over-the-top contestants, this honesty was a lifeline. She leaned in, her eyes shimmering with the light of the setting sun. "And what's real to you, Chock?" "You," he answered simply. The tests of compatibility. Love on reality TV often faces trials, and Joan and Chock were no exception. The producers crafted challenges designed to push the contestants to their limits, from elaborate group dates to high-pressure confrontations. But where others faltered, Joan and Chock only grew stronger. In a compatibility challenge that involved answering deeply personal questions, they astonished everyone, including the host, with their synchronicity. When asked about their ideal Saturday night, both answered without hesitation: a quiet dinner, good conversation, and a view of the stars. Their shared values extended beyond the romantic. During a charity date at a local animal shelter, Chock showed his nurturing side by spending hours cleaning kennels and playing with abandoned puppies. Joan, ever compassionate, watched him with admiration. Later, in a confessional, she said, "He's not just here for me, he's here to make the world a little better." How could you not love a man like that? Family approval. One of the most pivotal moments in their journey came during the hometown dates. Joan, a devoted mother and grandmother, brought Chock into her world with open arms but cautious optimism. Her children, protective of their mother's heart, had their reservations. I'll admit, I was skeptical at first. Joan's son, Mark, confessed during a private conversation with Chock. But seeing how much you respect her, it's not something you can fake. Chock's response was heartfelt. I know what it's like to lose someone you love, and I know the courage it takes to open your heart again. Joan is the bravest person I've ever met. I don't just want to be in her life, I want to make it better. By the end of the evening, Joan's family was not just convinced, they were rooting for Chock. Her granddaughter even whispered, "Grandma, I like him. He's nice." The grand gesture. Every love story needs a moment that seals the deal, and for Joan and Chock, it came during the final rose ceremony. But instead of the usual dramatic speeches, Chock surprised everyone with a heartfelt gesture. Standing before Joan, he pulled out a small box, not the traditional engagement ring, but something far more personal. Inside was a simple gold bracelet engraved with the words, "To love and be loved." "This isn't just a token," he explained. "It's a promise. A promise that no matter what happens, I will cherish you, support you, and stand by your side. You don't need another diamond. You deserve something that reminds you every day of how much you mean to me." Joan, overwhelmed, could barely speak. Tears streamed down her face as she nodded. "This means more to me than anything," she finally managed. After the cameras. When the show wrapped and the cameras stopped rolling, many wondered if Joan and Chock's love would survive the pressures of real life. But their post-show journey proved even more enchanting than what viewers saw on screen. Chock moved to Joan's hometown, seamlessly integrating into her family and community. Together, they started a foundation to support widows and widowers, providing resources and emotional support for those navigating loss. In interviews, Joan often credits Chock with reigniting her passion for life. "He reminds me every day that it's okay to love again, to be vulnerable, and to dream about the future." For Chock, the feeling is mutual. "Joan has taught me that love isn't about the past. It's about the present. She's my home, my joy, my everything." The legacy of their love. Their love story didn't just captivate fans. It became a cultural touchstone for what it means to find love later in life. Social media buzzed with hashtags like #JoanandChockForever, and their journey inspired countless others to take a chance on love, no matter their age. When asked what advice she would give to others considering a second shot at romance, Joan's answer is always the same: be brave. Love doesn't come with guarantees, but it's worth every risk. And when you find the right person, you'll know. Happily ever after. As the credits rolled on The Golden Bachelorette, it became clear that Joan and Chock's story wasn't just another chapter in reality TV. It was a testament to the timeless power of love. Their journey proved that even in the golden years, hearts can find new melodies, and love can write a symphony that resonates forever. In a world often cynical about happily ever afters, Joan and Chock remind us that true love isn't about perfection. It's about two imperfect people choosing to create something extraordinary together. And for them, the best was yet to come.